Welcome back, guys, to the 2016 Pro League Round 1. We're in the midst of a MVP Chicken Maru versus Samsung Galaxy Khan matchup. It's 1-1 right now, and we're going to jump into Forte versus Solar.
Okay, I'm here. I had to finish chewing my sandwich.
Yeah.
I need those calories, man.
This is the tasteless build. Get a Subway sandwich, eat half of it.
Spicy Italian every time. Spicy Italian for life.
Yeah. I tried that recently. It's a good choice.
It is.
For sure.
Lots of pickles, yellow mustard. Okay.
I wouldn't go down that path, but
what?
To each his own.
What would you put on a spicy Italian?
I don't know if I would put a sauce. I'm not sure. I would,
I would
have to look at the
You are
choices.
so young, Valdez. You have not matured into a true
I would get some pepper.
Sandwich-enjoying man.
I would get some pepper.
I put pepper on there.
Like some peppers and some pepper. Little bit of salt, because it's already pretty salty, all those meats, you know.
Heart disease, here I come, man.
Oh, look at this. I mean, This is no surprise.
No, certainly not.
This may just be the most one-sided match we have tonight, actually.
Maybe, man. But then again, that whole thing happened with TY. I mean, what if
yeah, no, it could.
Forte does something a little bit out there?
Departure beat Hero twice. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, it's true. Anyways, our game's loaded up. Let's do this. Pro League 2016. Let's go. Bottom left, Forte. And in the upper left, in the blue, Solar.
So, Solar's name, why do people say Solar? Why did people start saying Solar?
Did I say that?
No, just people.
Who says Solar?
Well, I say Solar now because other people said Solar.
What the hell?
But his name is Solar.
It's a word.
Yeah. It's not like he made up the name, like the word, just like you're saying. But
I'm wondering how Koreans say it, and maybe that's it.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
I'd have to
the
ask
pronunciation
him.
gets a little bit different.
Yeah. They would say Solar. So I guess that's why.
We solved it, man. Give me another problem. I'll solve any of your problems right here, right now, with all these people watching, Valdez.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Solar. Oh my God, Solar. Oh God. God damn it! Now look what you've done.
I did it.
Solar is known for being a solid Zerg.
Yeah.
Especially in Legacy.
Feisty.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know that. And also, Forte, I mean, no offense to the guy, but I mean, he's definitely the underdog here.
Oh, yeah.
You got to wonder, I mean, what do they have in store for us here? Okay, they're answering it for me right now. Oh, no, they're not. I thought he was going to build something over there. What I was getting to was, you would think Forte has to have something up his sleeve, right?
Yeah.
I can't imagine they expect Forte to just play a standard TVZ and beat Solar.
No, I don't. If they're looking to win, you know, then for sure you have to do something different. You can't just play a straight up game against Solar and win. It's got to be something different. But as of now, it's kind of the same. He made one Marine early to try to snipe Overlords, which is kind of cute, and then went for the Reaper to scout out the Zerg.
Well, we have the Queen coming down now. And he's keeping this outside here. He's not actually pushing with this. Important to note, okay? He's very... Okay, here we go.
Well,
weirdness.
This is one way to do it.
That's what I was looking for. Because I was saying, there's just no way we're going to see this, like, be your typical, you know, TVZ. Because I think, you know, frankly, I think that Solar just messes him, man. I mean, just totally wrecks him. So he's going to do a triple expo in the hopes that Zerg gets caught off rhythm. Now, if Zerg happens to do a two-base all-in, this guy is dead. But if he starts playing a typical game, this could give Forte a lot more leg room.
Yeah. This is going to be interesting to see how Solar responds. He needs to get the scout off. I don't believe he has there. Let me actually check. He's going to throw down his own third base at the same time. Okay, he has seen the base, and he does know what's going on, which explains the immediate throwing down of his own base. And probably just going to play a bit more greedy from here. Knows he has a million years, literally, to just sit there.
Well, actually, he does not have literally a million years.
Yeah?
If he has literally a million years, I'm definitely missing the train home tonight. Okay, he gets in there. Oh, could he get that in the last second? Oh!
Not quite. Missed the targeting. Is going to kill the Marine. Poor Marine.
Okay,
SV.
so he's got to make a quick decision, like right now. Is he going to try to come in here and crush Terran? Is he going to take a fourth base? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know about Jazz. I don't know what he's going to do.
I'm like a dog getting excited. I'm like,
third base? Frank or she?
Well, he is getting a third base, but he's also getting a lair. Fourth base for Zerg is really, really, really far away. He could either expand right next to the Terran, or he could get the one that's really far away. So we may just see 3 base for now and some pressure, because he knows that Forte is going to be delayed on upgrades, on units even. Let's see. I wonder if he'll go for a Nidus. I mean, we did see that out of Dark. Does he? He does have an Overlord actually in a great position to do it. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
All right, I can't predict the winner, but I can predict the builds. All right.
Hey, that's good enough. That's good enough. Okay. Excuse me. Now, I think this just beats it. Okay. I mean, there's a reason why Terran keep the third command center in their main for a while.
Yeah.
And that's because even if they're playing it in a pretty textbook fashion, they can get run over at the front. But in the main, he gets control over those barracks locations. That's it. Now, maybe the Banshee gets a ton of kills and Terran barely holds it. I don't know. All right, it's on.
Here's the Nidus right into the main. He's got one Banshee back at home.
You got to watch here. Notice there's a lot of surface area for the SCVs to get around this. He needs to get the Queens to actually... Oh, my God, he has nothing here to detect. Oh! Nidus, excuse me, he's healing the Nidus. Is he going to be able to get it in time?
I don't think he's going to be able to kill it.
Oh, my God, you know what? You know what? I don't think they can actually spawn out the units.
Yeah, no, there was no
not enough
space.
Surface
There
area.
were too many
There was
SCVs.
actually not enough surface area.
Look at this, he has no answer. He's going to try to go for another Nidus.
Oh, my God, is Solar going to lose?
Wait a minute, man.
Okay, he actually blocked the surface area. Okay, wait, it's 33 drones to 49 SCVs.
Ooh, he missed this one.
But keep in mind, there's only one queen with this.
Yeah, where are the other queens? He's not going to have an answer. He needs some Ravagers for the Liberator. And wow, Salvation, or rather Forte needs to control that Banshee. Actually, maybe send it into the third base or the.
Yeah, he needs to move that Banshee like now.
Yeah, just gonna get to work on this one queen. I guess that'll work out.
Let's find out what wins in this one-on-one fight, guys. So as the game continues onward,
here are the Ravagers.
He's still making some headway. Sorry.
Yeah, sure.
Excuse me.
So there's no mining at the third base either. So Solar is actually in a really good position. Because he still has his 3 bases. He finally killed that Banshee, and essentially Forte has 1 base. He's just going to sit back here and defend on 1 base, and Solar is going to get miles ahead. Banshee's still alive, by the way.
Okay, it's coming up here now. And, oh, okay, I thought it was out of range just for a second. I'm like, well, that looks weird. I think he can hit that.
Yeah, just barely in range there.
Terran is not starting to stay ahead here. It looks like he might have actually just barely exhausted his ability to recover here. He's going to try to push out here. Creep on the low ground. Micro in the tank is going to be able to get him to shove this back pretty easily.
Yeah, no more Nidus. But this group of units from the Zerg is still very strong. I don't think he can stay here for all that much longer, though. This Overseer was getting a...
Oh, man.
Nicely
Big shock there. That's a problem. Now, he's going to be able to actually get the third planted down here. Even on workers here. But keep in mind that Terran has mules. So that's going to help.
So 1-1 has completed for the Terran. in fact. A little bit late on the armory, but he does have stim and combat shields. Yeah, he does have stim. So going to have some nicely upgraded bio coming in here to deal with the Zerg. And it looks like Solar's going to go Roach Ravager, getting that Roach speed, getting the missile attacks, and getting an Infestation Pit as well.
Okay, he's going to try to come up here and actually do a little bit of harass over here on the top. Terran resecuring this. Okay, let's actually take a step back here because the start was so weird. Where are these guys at right now? Seems like Zerg doing a good job upgrading. Terran does not even have. Terran did get 1-1 in all this?
Yeah.
He did get 1-1, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he did. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, I guess the game just is going to move on and kind of normalize from here. Keep in mind, pushing distance here. Really easy for Terran to push into that second. There are two kinds of pushes that Terran will do to win a game. One is where they push and wipe out every expansion. The other is where they push and just go into the main and take this out. And look at this.
This is so cute.
So sexy.
Yeah. It used to be that like sometimes a Banshee would be used to do this job. You know, just scan or even like Banshee and Raven if you wanted to get really cute. But you definitely want to inhibit the amount of creep that's coming out here so you make your push a lot stronger. And now finally Solar is going to deal with that tank that's flying around.
And, you know, frankly, if Zerg doesn't get something soon here, you can't really deal with this. I mean, you can kind of run away forever.
Yeah.
The range for Zerg, you know, range to ground here, not incredibly strong when compared to the tank. And the medevac is so much more, you know, mobile.
Small little drop coming into the third, not going to get too much damage. Queen stays alive, going to go into the main, but loses that medevac. Nicely cleaned up here by Solar.
Okay. We have tanks coming down now. Just going to keep pushing this creep back. It's very important this creep goes back, by the way. Some people might look at this and be like, wow, I mean, he's really focusing a lot on that. Well, of course, man, because this push is so close to home. The only thing Zerg has to allow him to hang on here is the creep, okay?
Yeah.
If he's fighting off creep in this, like, such a short distance. Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens.
I like the timing of this push. No ultras are going to be out for a while. And as you said, he's so close. Like 5 seconds ago, he was in his base. Now he's on the edge of the creep.
Yeah, and he's already starting to edge forward here.
Ooh, nice little run by into the third now with the Lings. It's going to force some of the Marine Marauder to come back and deal with this.
All right, he is going to start, well, the Ultras Cavern is going to finish here. But he doesn't quite have a ton of gas, so like Ultras are not exactly going to be part of this game for the time being. You can't like suddenly finish that and have a bunch. 1-1 is still being upgraded. Terran dangerously close. We do have Zerg going all the way around here. Looks like he wants to try to do a counterattack to maybe stall Terran a little bit, but Terran may be too close so far.
Yeah, not sure where those units were going actually. Wrong direction.
Yeah, it looked like they almost went to the main back there.
Yeah.
These Lings are going to come down, but Terran's already walled in.
Yeah.
I mean, is Zerg just out of gas here? Metaphorically, I mean, if you look at this.
Well, he's got a couple of ultras coming out.
Well, let's see. I mean, he can keep microing these tanks back for days, man.
Oh, he has to kill this tank. It's so close.
Oh. Okay, he comes down, and I don't know, man. I mean, he lost the second base. Terran's continuing to expand outward here. Going to be able to get the Roach Warren up here. Not the most impactful thing, but certainly not anything that's going to be very helpful for Zerg right now. He actually if he gets into the main here, it's a problem. Zerg will have to initiate, even if it's a bad position.
Oh, Ultra spawns there at the natural, gets insta-killed. And now look at this, just going to be able to pick up this one tank. And
nice micro.
Yeah, just
oh my God,
forever.
This is such an upset, man. I think Forte might win this. The angling here is so bad for the Zerg. Like the Ultralisk even matters at this point in time.
Getting some really nice bungles, and a lot of this Marine Marauder is very, very low. And it turns out, I mean, he's holding on here.
Your supplies have evened up.
Yeah, the Ultra is still alive as well, and he's finally pushed him back. So that's step number one. Now he's got to kind of regroup here. He does have that Ultraless tech.
You know what, too? Zerg has kept other bases mining. The other one just finished. I think Zerg might be able to actually get enough to do a counterattack.
Yeah, I mean, remember what you were saying before about the expansion? Yeah, about Legacy of the Void. It's really about aggressively expanding, even when you are being attacked.
Yeah, well, you just end up with more bases in Legacy, so it's no longer a situation where it's like, well, he has.
Yeah, he killed one of my 3 bases.
It's 4 bases versus 2, so that's it. It's like not exactly because you mine up expansion locations so much faster now in this as well.
Yeah. So lots of Liberators being made as well as Marauders to deal with this big switch into Ultras. Also getting those upgrades very far ahead. About to, finish +3 for his ground units.
Okay, Terran is getting the 4th, and this is going to force Zerg to get a 5th base up here.
Dude, these Lings could have...
Yeah, that was a little bit sloppy there by Solar. A lot of Zergs, even the best of the best, have a really hard time. If they lose one of these core bases and their tech is interrupted, it's really hard to get back on your feet.
Yeah.
Your tempo has been really messed up.
I love how, even though Forte was pushed back, he expanded, but at the same time, he's got 2 drops flying around, and Solar's having a really hard time dealing with it. Not enough static defense at a lot of his bases. He's got a couple of spores lying around, but not really doing the job right now.
Well, I mean, he's not taking too much damage, though. I mean, it's annoying for Zerg, right? Because Zerg has to just keep running around chasing this, but...
Yeah. I mean, he lost like 4 drones. Not the biggest amount of damage, but he's buying space for that 4th base.
Now, with these Liberators here in the game, they can make it so that Zerg can't really attack in here, which is also going to allow Forte to possibly balance this out. Well, let's see. Zerg nearly maxing out has decided this is the time to strike.
Yeah, no ghosts out here. Really nice fungals on a lot of those medevacs. Trying to push forward, but he's got some tanks on the high ground now. And this is going to force Solar back.
Yeah, definitely an overextension there, but he did take out a lot of workers there. Stimmed Marines are going to try to chase down some of those Ultimates to see if they can't get kills. Meanwhile, a great harass here from Forte.
Yeah, he's got a lot of Marines. Double drop coming in here. He can just kite these Zerglings for so long. The upgrades are so much in the favor of the Marines. He's getting a really nice trade here.
Well, let's see. Solar continuing to take more and more of the map. Unfortunately, with no Spire, there's just no easy answer for the medevacs, which really makes these Zerg, kind of death ball armies not very strong, because Terran has Liberators that can't really be attacked. The medevac, unless it's fungled, can run away forever.
Yeah, he's pretty delayed on the attack upgrades for melee because he did go into +1 for range first.
Oh, this is a sick play. This is a really good drop up here. Can actually take out that hatch again. Picks up, back to it, keep on dropping, keep the Zerg busy. The focus is no longer the center bottom location here for Terran. By the way, Terran making another command center, gearing up to expand again.
Ooh, big fungal there. He's going to be able to chain that up and get a big chunk of Forte's army.
Nicely done. One medevac does escape. And although that was a big play there for Solar, Forte has entirely stabilized back at home.
Yeah, he's playing a pretty impressive game. I expected this to be a bit more one-sided, but Solar not as dominant.
Well, let's not forget that Solar did a Nidus all-in.
Yeah.
Forte held off somehow on 3 bases, which is like, that's hard to counter it, but Forte knew exactly how to abuse the spawn region around the Nidus, which was pretty huge, man.
Yeah, now we have a lot of ghosts coming out. The new snipe is very good against Ultras, so going to attempt to use that. Oh, Liberator going to deny mining there.
Okay, unfortunately no targeting there. The Corruptors are now out in the game. It seems like he got in there with the Liberators just a little bit too late. I think the idea would have been a lot better earlier on.
Yeah.
But it was okay, though. He was relying on medevacs, which were working out as well. Zerg maxing out again. He may try to do a big strike down here. The 1 point Zerg needs to break is what we just had on screen there a second ago, that bottom center location. Terran is basically mined out everywhere else. If he can take that out, he wins the game. Over here on the Terran side, it's much more of a complex game of whack-a-mole.
Kind of surprised that Forte didn't expand a little bit more aggressively. He had Solar on his side of the map for a very long time. I think at least 4 or 5 minutes with all of the drops that he is going for. He is going for another base now, as you mentioned, flying that command center over.
getting that hatchery pretty badly bruised. It's going to be up to Solar to be really on top of that because, if he's not keeping his eye on that, that will go down in seconds and cause a huge hiccup to the income here.
Another drop coming into the natural.
I don't know about this play.
Yeah, not a lot of Marines here to be able to deal with the Corruptors in the sky, which can deal with the Medivacs, of course. Oh, he's going right for the Ultralisk Cavern.
The Lings, in fact, they do get premium surface area here, so the Ultralisk Cavern will stay in the game. Ultra is still a very scary option right now.
And that was really close. He almost lost that one. And it looks like Solar now is moving out for an attack. He's identified that this other base has been taken. It's quite far away. But he may just go for that third, more centralized base. Let's see where he comes from.
And now Solar, he's going to continue to expand up here. Again, when Terran has enough Liberators, they can make it so that Zerg can never really attack into this. However, he might be able to bait the army out and then attack right into the army without the help of the static defense. That's what he's doing right now.
Yeah, he's going for it. The Corruptors getting a huge amount of damage to all those Liberators in the sky, and he's just rolling over this Terran army, taking out almost everything, only Ghost remaining.
Good job forcing the Terran to spread out here. Liberators unable to defend such a large area. They just move out of the Liberation range. That means a lot of SCVs are picked off, and the only expansion the Terran has that they could defend is going to go down. The other one, the Planetary, that's just a matter of time.
Yeah, he can't rely on only that one base. Solar could just go straight into the main now and take out all the production, and that should be it. This one drop over here is doing a little bit of damage, but now the Swarm takes over.
He's coming down now. He's hitting the second here, and I think just barely Solar's managed to crush Forte. But I gotta say, this was a very interesting game. Forte really showing that he can hold his own against a top player like Solar.
Yeah, really doing a nice job. Fantastic hold on the Nidus on the three bases, as we were saying. And at this point, it's 170 to 49 supply, and one Ultralisk is attempting to take on the Planetary, and is not doing a bad job.
The suspense is killing me. He's like, wait a minute. Oh.
Fungal gonna go down here. All these SCVs are doomed.
Time to finish the job.
Yeah. Ultralisk brother coming in.
Okay.
This is like the rest of Forte's army.
Yeah, we should be seeing GG any second now. Solar did it. Really impressive game, but I got to say it was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. GG.
Nicely done. Solar showing that he is the better player after all. Giving his teammate Hurricane a little pat there, saying, hey, finish this off. I don't want to play again. Because no doubt he'll be coming out in the ace match if it does get to it.
All right. You know what? Even though Forte lost, I don't think he can be that upset about that game. That was a good game.
Yeah, he went toe-to-toe.
And Solar, he had to work for that win. He really had to work for that win.
Yeah. Really, really nice hold on the eventual push that came after the Nidus as well. Solar just barely holding on for one or two Ultralisks to help out in the defense. Lost his natural, but didn't really care, expanded to other locations.
I wonder if Terran had actually, I wonder if Terran could have handled that push differently. It seemed like he had too much of his army on the low ground.
Yeah, I think it's possible. I don't think he had enough tanks either, especially against
you might
pretty
be right,
heavy Roach Ravager
I think
composition.
Part of my brain is just refusing to believe that a Terran couldn't have won that after holding the Nidus. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Well,
yeah.
Then again, I guess he wasn't actually mining from that as quickly. So,
yeah. Well,
CCs were lifted.
Mm-hmm. We got Dust Towers for our game number 4 map. It's going to be Departure up against Hurricane.
Yes.
Another PVZ.
This one I'm not as sure about. Hurricane's pretty strong.
Yeah.
Departure also, he is looking pretty good nowadays. So.
Yeah, Departure was the guy that took out Hero twice. So there's that. He's definitely got a decent handle over ZVP in Heart of the Swarm. We'll see where he is right now in Legacy of the Void.
It's all about how do these guys actually adapt when it comes time to play a new serious game like Legacy, because it doesn't. you can be mechanically quite good at Heart of the Swarm, but with all the new strats and all the new changes, it's such a different match.